wants to be so I can turn my head a little bit without ripping it out. That's that. That can't fall out now. And all I've got to do, turn it off. Lock it. That's that. Turn my Garmin on. So we can see what speed we're doing. Get the key off. Like so. Job done. Put that onto map. Put that in there. Goes in the old skyrocket, hopefully. Get this onto speed. That's it. Why is my nose irritating me? Got a bit of wind noise here today, even though it's not really windy. No, nose ain't bleeding. I consider that the bike's running now, because it's done 546 miles. Don't know if you can see that.
546.
And on here, my GPS Garmin, to confirm, well, how inaccurate the speedo is on this bike. As you will see, got my silly clip-on sunglasses over the top of my glasses, which doesn't work that well somehow in a crash helmet, but at least I can see where I'm going. I have to watch this junction, this island. Yeah, I came out yesterday and did a similar run on my bike. Bit of speed testing, as it were, and I actually saw on my clock, but I didn't have my GPS Garmin on as well, just the speedo on the bike. I actually saw 71 miles an hour, which I would guess, I don't know, maybe 62. So at the moment I'm not going to get boring and keep reading out what the speed is, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'll wait till I'm at a consistent speed. My speedo on the bike says I'm doing 37 and my Garmin says 31, but you probably can't see this. 32 now, 37 on the clock, 32, 37. Alright, we're getting some speed testing territory. I'm off to an uncle's house. I did plan to go there yesterday, but was running a bit late, and then he rang me to say he was going out for his dinner. He was a glorious age of 77 yesterday, so I like to keep in touch with him. It's my mum. My mum sadly died when I was 29, but it's her youngest brother, and he's now 77. That's from yesterday. It's my birthday. I'm not sure what the date is today. It's April I don't know. I haven't got a clue. It's Good Friday was yesterday. I think it was the 15th, so today maybe the 16th. I'll put it on the screen. But I was out wasting petrol yesterday because the day before, on Friday, on Good Friday, Easter weekend, I thought, with this, what's going on in the world with chaos and everything, with petrol and protesters and all that, what I saw on the telly, Kingsbury isn't that far from where I live. It's about, I don't know, 16 miles. So I thought, if people start panic buying petrol, we're back to square one again, where you've got to queue up for ages. So I thought, on the way home from work, I'll get some petrol. So I had a good half a tank in this bike. Apparently it depends what spec sheet you read, but the last one I read says it holds 13 litres, this bike, so it was over half full, so it had at least, I don't know, 6.5 litres in it, maybe 7. So I pulled into the garage and put £10 worth of E5. I don't use that E10 stuff, not in my car. I don't use my car very often, it sits there most of the time, but yeah, so only use E5. That's another story, this E5 and E10. I've read countless things. Oh, it doesn't, my bike and car run fine on it and all that, and then other people, you know, we know the story, so you come to your own conclusion. I'll try and use E5 as long as I can. But I was in the days of having bikes years and years and years ago, when you could actually, well, let's turn left here, when you could actually get 2, 3, 4 and 5-star fuel. Most of my bikes when I was a younger lad were 2-strokes. Here we go, let's do some speed testing. I don't know what that is on the floor, it looks funny colour. It wasn't diesel, I don't know if you saw that, there was a big long line of fluids, I spotted it a while ago. Alright, come on buddy, don't slow me down. My clock, 52. I'm going to do an overtake. Just. I'm going uphill here, so I'm actually going uphill. The speed on the bike showing 61, it was 62. I hope I'm not going to create the sonic boom or come up on aeroplane radars. There's cars in front of me in the distance, horse boxes. Here we go then. Right. 64, 66, 58 on the GPS, 67. I had 71 yesterday, but there's a bit of a headwind today. 59. Ooh. There's loads of fluids all over the road, look, I can't tell what colour it is from my sunglasses. Hopefully it's not diesel. My little pony. He's not going to go fast because he's got a horse in the back, I can appreciate that. But if you went a bit faster it'd be alright, wouldn't it? Overtake there on the Chinese motorcycle. Coming into a 30, better slow down. See, in the world I live in of bikes, bearing in mind I've said before on my videos I've had Hayabusas, ZX10, Super Blackbirds, Fireblades, KTM LC640s, DRZ 400s, I've had all sorts over the years. I'm an old timer, I'm 58. You could say I'm a dinosaur, or you could call me other things, but oh, we're in the village of Wolvey in Leicestershire. Hopefully me camera's, see this wet line's still here, look. It's a wide tyre, so it was a lorry. It's very likely to be this lorry in front of me. They've been resurfacing this road. There's this lorry what appears to be losing fluids, whatever it is. Yeah, this is why, exactly the example of why I've got myself a smaller bike, because in the world that I live in and where I go, I don't travel that far from home. On a 1000cc bike that you pay more money for to insure, tax, doesn't do as much on fuel. Not that that's ever been an issue or something I'm ever worried about, but economy. But like this lorry slowing me down, and I'm on national speed, well, 50 miles an hour. So I'm in 5th gear. Oh, he's got his brake lights on. I'm doing what? Speedo says 41. GPS says 35. See? And this is regular everywhere I seem to travel. Stuff's coming out the top. He's turning left, pulling over or whatever he's doing. Lovely day today, by the way. It's about, I don't know, about 21 degrees. So you get going and then you come round the corner to some more slow traffic. That's a 62 on the clock on the speedo, 55 on the actual GPS. We're about half throttle. You're getting some strong side winds. Close behind me there, look. I don't know if you can see it through my camera. M69 Island takes you to Leicester. I'll have to do a proper review of this bike soon. I'm not sure if I finished my story I was telling earlier. I put fuel in this yesterday and Good Friday. Put 10 quid's worth in and I pulled away from the garage and it was spluttering a little bit. A motorbike about to overtake me, I think. Yeah, it was spluttering a bit, misfiring after I put the fuel in. I got home, left my bike outside to cool down before putting it away, and then noticed it was throwing petrol out the left side of the bike. So I ripped the panel off. Turns out it was a charcoal canister. I went on the forum, the ZSB forum, and somebody put, oh, mine did that when I overfilled it, but I didn't actually fill it anywhere near the brim. Yeah, I didn't fill it anywhere near the brim. It was at least, I don't know, 3.5 inches short of the top of the filler cap. So it appears if you use the extent of the tank, and most I got at least 2 mugfuls, drinking cups, full of petrol on the floor, and then the bike didn't run properly the next morning, and on low revs kept conking out because I presume the charcoal filter was full. Now I've got to go right here, I think. I always can't remember which left turn it is I take, because normally I'm coming from a different angle to where my uncle lives. We're now in Burbage. Burbage near Hinckley. Hinckley, me duck. That's what they say, me duck. Round here. Oh look, somebody stopped. But now they ain't, but now they are. Can't make their mind up, can they? Some lady there thought, oh, I'll go. He'll stop for me. Even though I had right away, but there you go. Not to worry. We won't get hot under the collar. The misdemeanors of motoring and motorists. So yeah, let's get to 30. 29 on the speedo, 25 on the GPS. Now I've got to take a left up here somewhere, I believe. Maybe it's probably that one. I always seem to miss it. I think it was that one. Or is it the next one? No, I think it's that one. I've missed my turn as normal. I do it every time I come down here for some unknown reason. Can't get a landmark in me. Well, nobody's behind me. Well, let's say it's this one. We'll just guess. There's my indicator on there. Oh, it is, yeah. My indicator's on. A bit of an arse wipe. They seem to be full round here. See that? I indicated right. Glad I got my camera on in some respects, because I suppose if it comes to a bit of an insurance claim, a video I suppose can't tell lies. I wasn't speeding. Yeah, these are some of the things you have to contend with. It'd be odd if I knew where I was going, wouldn't it? It's one of these. I think I'm going to have to turn around here. Not doing well at all, am I? Oh, thank you very much, mate. Somebody's actually stopped. Sainsbury's driver. Ah. That's it. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Hey, it's getting exciting now. Right indicator on. Left indicator on. And it should be a right turn. So even at my age you can get things right. Sometimes wrong. I think it's here. Right, we've got it. Cooking gas. Hello, little fella. Little dog. Little donkey. Where's my phone? What you doing? I thought you'd be out sunbathing. Oh, have you? Oh, we've been to Coville.